Vous êtes droitier ou gaucher?
Gaucher.
Sûr, parce que vous marquez aussi le droit.
Ouais, je suis plus gaucher.
Et les pénaltys, vous ne tirez pas du droit?
Si.
Pourquoi?
Parce que je tire mieux du droit.
For years, Ousmane Dembélé was the guy with endless talent and endless injuries. Labeled unreliable, forgotten, replaced. But in 2025, something changed. After a transformational season, he's now the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. This is the story of how one of football's most unpredictable players finally found his rhythm, and maybe even redemption. Dembélé began his professional career at Rennes, where he was named Ligue 1 Young Player of the Year after a fantastic breakthrough campaign. But even before making his senior debut, his ambition was already clear and controversial. As former Rennes director Michael Silvestre recalled, he texted me from the airport with a boarding pass saying he was tired of football and was going to Senegal with his grandmother. So for fuck's sake, transfer me to go play football for Dortmund. It was bold, it was chaotic, and it worked. In 2016, Dembélé made a high-profile move to Borussia Dortmund, where he had a sensational debut season. He scored 10 goals and registered 20 assists across all competitions, quickly becoming one of Europe's brightest young talents. That year, he helped Dortmund lift the DFB Pokal, earned a place in the Bundesliga Team of the Season, and was named Bundesliga Rookie of the Year. After just one season, he left Dortmund to join Barcelona in a deal worth around 145 million euros, the third most expensive transfer in football history at the time. He was brought in to help replace Neymar. The expectations were massive, but so was the drama. Reports later emerged that Dembélé had left his rental home in Dortmund in complete disarray, with trash, rotting food, and damaged furniture. The mess was so bad that the landlord had to change the locks, and some say the property might have belonged to Jurgen Klopp himself. It was a rocky start to what would become a rocky chapter. Dembélé made his debut as a substitute in a 5-0 win over Espanyol, assisting the final goal. But just days later, in his first league start, disaster struck. A hamstring injury ruled him out for 4 months. Unfortunately, this was only the beginning of a long and frustrating battle with injuries. He returned in early January, but a few weeks later he picked up another knock, this time against Real Sociedad, ruling him out for another month. He ended the season with just 24 appearances. His teammates saw the talent, but also the struggle. When he was not injured, he was late to training. Lionel Messi, Barcelona captain at that time, didn't hold back. He needs to make that change to be more professional, to put that idea into his head, so he can be a success at Barcelona like he wants to be. It was more than advice, it was a warning. But at Barcelona, the inconsistencies and injuries continued. Over 6 years, Dembélé managed just 185 appearances for the club. On the surface, that might not sound terrible, until you compare it to Mohamed Salah, who played 305 games for Liverpool in that same period. The difference? Availability. While Dembélé showed flashes of brilliance, he simply couldn't stay fit long enough to make a consistent impact. In January 2022, Barcelona gave Dembélé an ultimatum: renew your contract or leave. Sporting director Matteo Alemany went public, saying they only wanted players who were committed and made it clear that Dembélé should be sold before the transfer window closed. Even Xavi, who had always defended him, stood by the club's position. But Dembélé didn't back down. In a rare emotional Instagram post, he accused the club of blackmail, saying, "I will not give in to pressure. I won't allow anyone to speak in my name. I remain committed, but I refuse to be bullied." For a while, things cooled down. He stayed, he played, he even had moments of brilliance. But in August 2023, the cycle came full circle. Dembélé told Barcelona he wanted to leave, this time for Paris Saint-Germain. His €50 million release clause was triggered, and Xavi confirmed it himself. He told us he wanted to leave. He has a proposal from PSG. We cannot match it. No drama. No press conferences. Just a quiet goodbye to a chaotic 6-year chapter. At PSG under Luis Enrique, Dembélé didn't have the brightest start, scoring just 3 goals in the 2023-24 season, with 2 of them coming against Lorient. But in 2025, something changed. He's become a different kind of player, a pressing machine, a goal threat, and a world-class provider. He's formed a formidable partnership with the likes of Barcola, Doué, and Kvaratskhelia, sitting at the very heart of a PSG attack that's looked unstoppable this season. Now, Dembélé is the clear favorite to win the Ballon d'Or, a statement that would have sounded absurd just a few years ago. Even his manager, Luis Enrique, had this to say: he deserves to win everything because he gave everything to the team, and the team is going to achieve trophies, which is the most important thing for a club. From injury-prone to irreplaceable, Dembélé's redemption arc is finally complete. In summary, Dembélé has always possessed world-class talent. In my 25 years at Barca, I've never seen a winger like him. He's ambidextrous, he can dribble, assist, and change the game at any moment. And that's coming from someone who shared a dressing room with Ronaldinho, Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry, and Neymar. The issue was never talent, it was professionalism and mentality. But in 2025, that finally seems to have changed. What do you think sparked this transformation in Ousmane Dembélé? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the untold stories of football.